Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
Looking to throw right away is Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, open man. Here's Schwartz, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. They go back to Pollard on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Watson. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On first down, Watson. Finding Pickens for another catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that is incomplete. To the air yet again, Watson. He finds Pickens over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. It's a pickup of 6.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Pollard is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Madison will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison, taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. Leading them out, the 26 overall pick from the 2020 draft, former Utah State Aggie, it's Jordan Love.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. They'll go again with Hall. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. On third down, Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
But you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. The numbers from last week's game for Ebron: 5 catches, 63 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by McManus is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Love. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Straight ahead is Hall. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Number 20, Brace Hall, ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 2. It brings up third.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing. Love. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Love's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Going back to Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now Love. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 8 yards to go on second down. Love now. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Tucker's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now Watson. Again, that's Watkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Watson now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again is Watson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from one 46 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To the air yet again, Watson. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
complete to Tony Pollard.
The final shot before the break. Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin with a couple of cellar dwellers from a season ago. The Jets on the road at Cleveland. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we take the trip across Lake Erie to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And that one all tied. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard. But they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Eligible receiver downfield.
Are you serious, dog?
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 3rd and long for Love. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 27, Love. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Watson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a third and about 13.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On second and 7. Love. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. On first and 10, it's Hall. He'll take it inside the 25. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Love looking to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. On third down, Love. He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. To throw now, here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Miami set to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Love's throw caught by Higgins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. To throw again on 2nd down. Love toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Reagan 1st.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
1st down. Love to pass. That is caught by Lamb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st down, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Here's Pollard again. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in, and they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. The kick by McManus is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Ravens now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Love looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now Love. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by 4. A minute 16 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson to throw. He's got Pickens complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with a minute 6 left to go in the game. Watson. And that is incomplete. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Ravens, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it.